Hello everyone, Derek Stam Toys, and we are back with another action figure review. Today this one is a pretty unplanned circumstance, I guess you could say. So, I'll get into the story a little bit later. Obviously, this is not the figure's packaging, aka it is a loosey-goosey figure. No mint on card today. Of course, one of my eBay purchases, as I tend to do little eBay purchases. I will say this, it is not the figure it was supposed to be. How do I know that? Well, because me and the seller had talked about how the original figure he had planned to send me, he accidentally sent it to somebody else, and he sent me their package. And just in case he couldn't get me the original figure I ordered, he sent me a replacement figure. And what a damn good replacement figure. I will say, honestly, the fact that they not just let me choose one off of their eBay store, but they let me choose one that was worth way more than what I had paid for the figure I originally was buying. I would say the name of that figure, but you'll find out here in a few days anyways, as I will be honest, I did buy another one anyways, just in case. And I plan on telling the seller that they can just resell the Kyle O'Reilly, as I bought a replacement one just in case that one got lost in the mail, as I haven't even received the accidental figure that they sent me yet. I received this first before I received that, so who knows? Yeah, let's get the figure out of here so you guys can see what was bought. I can say I am a proud owner of a very rare figure, a elite Gran Metalik, and let's just say this figure was definitely hard to come by when it was out. And honestly, having it not just with all the hands, but even with the jacket too, it's really cool. Now, I do notice that, unless that's just kind of how the jacket is, I don't think it is though, that the jacket the jacket's a little broken right there. But to be honest, if that's the only thing that's wrong with this figure, that really ain't bad. But speaking of, because I don't want to break it any more than it possibly already could be, I'm going to take my time trying to get this jacket off. I'm assuming kind of like that side, yeah. See, both of them were supposed to be able to pop out like that, so that got torn at some point. I don't know, but I don't hear any rattling or nothing. This is so far a really, really good replacement figure. I am gonna take a quick little pause to get the jacket off, and we'll go over the accessories, and then we can get into the Grand Metalik himself. Now, of course that we got the accessories all set and out. Yes, I did change the hands as well. The mic holding hands or weapon holding hands are kind of the main set of hands in my opinion. These were the accessories, which are the pointer or the lucha house party like pointer finger hands, where they would do the little lucha thing, you know. If you don't remember, there's a reason why you probably don't remember. But then he also does come with this pretty alright rubber jacket, you know. Not the best accessory, but of course it is pretty nicely detailed and stuff. Sadly, of course, this one is broke, but honestly, really not the worst ordeal. I've seen worse happen to rubber accessories, and I don't know. I can't say that's the worst I've seen. But getting into the figure itself, honestly, while taking a nice little look off camera, I can say this Gran Metalik is almost damn near perfect. Couple little like scuff marks here and there, but all around, good head scan, no paint chips on the mask. The hair's not like loose, falling off, or anything of that nature. Everything moves pretty buttery smooth. There's no rattle. Like, this guy kept it in really, really good condition. And for that, I applaud him, because this is a really rare figure. And honestly, kind of shocked to see anybody would be selling this. Of course, maybe you're not the biggest fan of Gran Metalik. Maybe you are, but, you know, you just never could find it for a reasonable price. Knowing that he only ever got 2 elites, I'm honestly shocked that he let me get away with this. And for that, I thank you again. Honestly, a really great replacement. And I couldn't thank that buyer more, because even if I don't end up technically getting that Kyle O'Reilly through him, I can say I still got a really good banger figure worth my money, because I probably would have never came across this for that kind of deal ever again, if we're technically considering that I paid the same price that I paid for the other figure for this one. In the sense, you know what I mean? Because I probably won't be getting that figure. This is now the replacement figure I received for it. And all around, you know, I'm very pleased with it. And shit, I really don't know what to say, honestly. Maybe I should take a second, get the figure posed up, and we can get into our final thoughts. Alrighty, now that I've got them all set and posed up, you guys probably won't notice it, but I'm gonna have to do a little bit of editing now, because someone decided to call me in the middle of making the video, forcing my video to stop. Kinda didn't think about that before I answered the call. Thankfully, I technically paused it, so y'all probably won't notice it, but it gonna bug me a little bit. Anywho, it's not like they knew, so it's not their fault. It's my fault for being a dummy and just not answering it. Anyway, my final thoughts on the Gran Metalik. You know, honestly, probably going to be one of my favorite luchador figures that I own. Of course, I've got Rey Mysterio, I've got Lince Dorado, I've got Angel Garza, I've got Eddie Guerrero. I've got a lot of different, like, luchador-esque characters. Hell, maybe you might even include Sammy Guevara in on that list. I don't know how you guys would consider that. I know he's fought in AAA before, so I wouldn't be shocked if you'd kind of consider him like a mix and style of a little bit of luchador, as he does do some pretty high-flying and extremish type of things on that kind of nature. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but from the blue color to the gold, like, and silver, and the, like, patterns here, and on the legs, and on the boots, and the mask itself just being pretty damn clean. Like, I don't know, I really do enjoy finally having this figure in my collection. I know as you could probably tell as of late, I've been on a little hunt for, like, older figures that I didn't own previously, and or that maybe I have owned, but I just never, like, could re-get if they, like, broke on me, or maybe I gave them to a nephew, or just whatever the case may be. And, you know, because, like, here's another fine example. I've got the Elite Four Fit Finley. I've been just going out of my way recently to find older figures. Of course, that's 3 older figures right there. Is that Adam Cole is definitely not new. still fairly new to us, but it's definitely not new seeing on how we're getting into like Elite 108 now. Crazy times, and here I'm searching for wave like 4, and I'm not even exactly sure which Elite series the Gran Metalik is. I'll probably look it up for the title purposes, but other than that, I don't know. But yeah, with that being said, I think I'm gonna give this Gran Metalik a good solid. Let's give him a good solid 8.5 out of 10. You know, it's a pretty damn good figure. Of course, the jacket's broke. Not my fault. I don't know if it's really the seller's fault either. I didn't look in the description of it before I asked about it. It just kind of caught my eye, and I was like, I'll probably never get this figure again. And even if it was like that when I asked for it, I don't care. Honestly, if I really want to, I'll use a different jacket. Just because I do want to use him in the pick fed at some point. Same thing with Lindsay, honestly. But I don't know. If anything, I'll probably eventually use these guys if I introduce like a Cruiserweight Championship or something of that nature. Anywho, I said 8.5 out of 10. I think that gives it for a good solid 4 out of 5 stars. We'd say 4.5, but I don't think that makes sense. So I think we'll kind of just leave it there, as this video's already kind of cutting it a little long. So if you liked the video, feel free to like the video. If you didn't like the video, that's alright. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you didn't. But if you did, and you do like action figure reviews and just kind of like me opening up older figures and talking about how excited I am to have them in the collection, as I didn't kind of really do what I normally do for my standard reviews. I didn't like break down the articulation or whatnot, but I mean, honestly, I don't really think breaking down the articulation is always like necessary. Sometimes I might do it to try to add a little bit more time on the video, but sometimes I don't think to do it, because I don't think it's always that important to do it. I'm not going to do it here. Anyways, that me kind of going on a little side rant, how you know I don't script these things out. So I was talking about if you would like to watch other action figure reviews and or maybe pick fed content, maybe some unboxing content. There are playlists for that on the channel. Maybe if you go on my channel page, it'll be a couple little scrolls on the phone down, and you can find all my content there. Or maybe you want to just go through timeline wise and just kind of go from most recent to my very first video. After all, I haven't been on here very long, so yeah, it kind of just be how it be. And with that being said, if you would also like to try to keep up with the YouTube channel a little bit better, just because, you know, that YouTube bell notification stuff doesn't always notify you when videos go live. So if you want to, at least I can guarantee within a half an hour to an hour of the video going live, I will more than likely have a post about it up on my Instagram for the channel. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I know I'm going to be enjoying the next few days off. Gotta bust out a couple of reviews. And maybe, just maybe, I'll be working on some pick fed content. Because if I'm going to be honest, kind of getting sick and tired of waiting for this stage to finally get here. I at least want to get episode 8 done. Mainly wanted the stage for the new pay-per-view anyways. Or, well, the upcoming pay-per-view / new pay-per-view, I guess. Anyways, I'm out of here. Have a good rest of your day, you guys. And peace out of here.